morning, children. Let's begin the class with a silent prayer. In the previous class, we have discussed about the laws of reflection of light. In that case, when the ray of light is falling obliquely to the mirror surface, we saw that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Then, can you say what will happen when the ray of light is falling perpendicular to the mirror surface? Perpendicular to the mirror surface means if it is falling at 90 degree, what will happen? Actually, this is the incident ray. When it strikes on the mirror surface, it is going or passing through the normal at the point of incidence. So, what will be the angle of incidence in that case? In that case, angle of incidence will be 0. How it will be 0? There is no angle is made between the incident ray and the normal at the point of incidence. So, angle of incidence will be 0. Then, according to the laws of reflection of light, if the angle of incidence is 0, angle of reflection is also will be 0. So, when the ray of light is falling normal or perpendicular to the mirror surface, the ray will bounce back in the same path. Our next topic is about regular reflection and diffuse reflection of light. We know in the definition we are saying we studied as reflection is happening from the smooth surface. But not only from the smooth surface, light can reflect from a rough surface also. In that way, we can categorize the reflection as regular reflection and diffuse or irregular reflection. What is happening when a set of parallel rays of light is falling on a smooth surface, just as a plane mirror? We can see here all the light rays are reflected in one direction. So, in regular reflection, parallel rays of light is falling on a smooth surface and it is reflected in the same direction. This will give, in this case, we will get a clear image of the object. How it is happening this regular reflection? When the set of rays are falling on the smooth surface, this smooth surface, all the particles in the smooth surface is facing in one direction. As it is facing the same direction, it is making the same angle of incidence with the mirror surface. So, if the angle of incidence is same, then the angle of reflection also will be same. So, regular reflection means in the regular reflection, a set of parallel rays are falling on a smooth surface just as a plane mirror and it is getting reflected in the same direction as a set of parallel rays, and it will give a clear image also. Then what about diffuse reflection or irregular reflection of light? Here in this case, the light rays are falling on a rough surface just as a sheet of paper. You are thinking sheet of paper is a smooth one, but with our naked eye we can't see the roughness of a smooth paper. A sheet of paper it is also a rough surface. Then a set of parallel rays are falling on a rough surface. Here we can see from the diagram these light rays are reflected in different direction. Why it is happening? The particles in this rough surface are facing in different direction. So, when the set of parallel rays are falling on this rough surface, as the particles are facing in different direction, then it is making different angle of incidence. If the angle of incidence are different, then according to the second law of reflection, the angle of reflection also will be different. So, in this case, if the parallel rays are falling on the rough surface, it is reflected in different direction. And in this case, we will not get a clear image, and used steel plates etc. will give this type of images. This irregular reflection we can see in such cases. Our next topic is the formation of image in a plane mirror. Before going to that topic, we should know what is an object and an image. Object and image. Object is anything which gives out light. Maybe it's sunlight or the light reflected, light getting from the luminous object. So anything which gives out light is known as object. A thing we are keeping in front of the mirror. Okay. Then the optical appearance we are getting inside the mirror. And how we are getting? The light rays reflected, light rays coming from the object is reflected from the mirror and we are getting the image. So image is the optical appearance we are getting when the light rays coming from the object are reflected from the mirror. Here we can check how the images are forming in a plane mirror. Consider an object O. We are considering an object O, and from that object light rays are reflecting, light rays are coming from this object is falling on different direction. So here we are considering only two light rays, OA and OB. First of all, we are considering the light ray OA is coming from the object O and falling at the point A. So by making an angle of incidence with the normal or with the perpendicular which is made between the mirror surface. So we are getting an angle of incidence I, and after reflection it is making an angle of reflection. This I will be equal to R. So we got a light ray OA. We are considering a light ray OA and the reflected ray is AX. Then another light ray, that is OB, falling on the point B and it is reflected as BY by making an angle of incidence and an angle of reflection. So here I2 equals R. By looking this diagram, we can understand these two light rays AX and BY are diverging, bended outwards. It will not meet at any place. So what we have to do to get an image, actually we are extending the light rays. Light rays are extended and getting the point of intersection here in this point. And we will feel that by looking from this place, we will feel that the light rays are coming from this point. And here we are getting the image of this object. So this is the image which is not formed due to the actual intersection of the light rays. Actually, these light rays are extended. We extended this light rays backwards and we got this point of intersection. And it is up here. These light rays are up here to come from this point. So such type of images that is forming in the mirror surface itself, such type of mirror images are known as virtual images. If this image is forming due to the actual intersection, when we are drawing these two light rays, if it is actually intersecting at a point, if you are getting the image there, we can call that as real images. And we studied in our earlier classes, real images are the images which can be obtained on a screen, and the virtual images are getting on the mirror surface itself. Later, at the time of ray diagrams, by using lenses and mirrors, we can understand the difference, how it is forming this virtual and real images. We already studied the characteristics of images formed by a plane mirror. Let's remember what are the characteristics of images formed by plane mirror. Now we got the image as virtual image, and the image, it will be erect image. Are you remembering what is an erect image? If the object and the direction of object and the image is the same, we can call that as erect image. Here in this case, in front of a plane mirror, we are standing and our image is also in the same direction. Upright images are known as erect image. So it is virtual, erect, and it is in same distance, the image, the distance between image and the mirror will be same as the object and the mirror. So it will be at same distance. One thing we can see, lateral inversion. Are you remembering that lateral inversion? You can remember that situation where we saw that lateral inversion, ambulance. Okay, lateral inversion means a sideways change between the object and image is known as lateral inversion. So, what are the characteristics of image formed by the plane mirror? It is virtual, erect and laterally inverted, and the image will be at the same distance as the object is in front of the mirror. Last topic, today's last topic is the uses of plane mirrors. Plane mirrors are used to see ourselves. The second use, plane mirrors are fixed on the inside walls of certain shops to make them look bigger. It is used in making periscopes. Then these plane mirrors are fitted at blind turns of some busy roads to prevent accidents. It is used as looking glass. It is used in solar cookers. They are used to make kaleidoscope, a toy which produces beautiful pattern from colored paper, pieces of glass, etc.